Hello, hello, everyone.
Hi.
Um, what was that?
Oh.
I got to admit, I am tired tonight. And hey, Shelly, I had a whole bunch of plans for today because I have a half day at work, and I was going to go to the gym.
Yeah, he slept until 1.
I did not sleep
Yes,
until
you
1.
did.
Actually, I got up, did work, then I went back to bed until 1. So anyway,
He slept until
hey, Jenna. Uh, I ended up like spending the whole day in just digging, researching with some friends this news that came out from SF Investigates. Just triggered like I wanted to follow up on a bunch of stuff we had found. And hey, Eve. Oh, good to see mods showing up.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see
No.
because of the mic?
Yeah.
How about that?
That's
Actually, watch right here.
Okay.
Hold on a second. See? You can see 'em right there.
Okay.
Actually, I should probably close this one
Hey
down.
guys.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Robin digs it. I hope that I'm on top of it tonight because I'm, like I said, I'm exhausted from just digging all day. The news about the Layla Santanello case and Holland Snap, kind of related to Holland Snap case, just I don't know. The difficulty I'm having, and we're not going to cover it right away first because I'm not going to say it's negative news, but I don't know,
It's not positive.
not positive.
Is there ever positive news in these things?
And it's like we just went to CrimeCon and um, we went to CrimeCon and attended two things about ethical reporting on missing persons cases. And, it's mostly about like how you report things about the family and to be respectful, to have integrity. But I wanted to ask the speaker at the end, like in the case where you find damaging evidence,
Right.
or and it's not like, conclusive, but like hints there could be something. Oh, Jenna likes your look.
Thank you, Jenna.
um the hints that it could imply negative things, and you have to figure out how you report those things without saying they're guilty,
Right.
because you don't know if someone is guilty or innocent or not until the police actually report it.
I just think I took away that just have to stick to the facts. And I know it's hard not to speculate about like who is guilty because of certain people's pasts. Really hard not to look at that, and make assumptions. But in the end, it's not okay to do that, to make assumptions based on people's past. Or, I mean, hopefully someday the truth will come out. And
that's the thing,
and then we can talk about that part.
So reporting it without making the assumption, just saying the facts,
Right.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Even though it looks bad, it's still okay.
If sorry, I'm fiddling with my hair.
Do you,
Everybody likes my hair.
do you know what I mean? Like reporting it is okay.
I mean, everybody's going to make assumptions. It's human, it's what humans do.
Hey, Paul.
And some of these people, they look kind of sketchy.
Some people related, yeah. I mean, so we were debating, do we cover that, which it's not really fun. It's not like we can have fun covering it because it's weird and there's long rabbit trail. The intent for tonight was to cover some fun things from CrimeCon. Hey, Andy. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, real Andy B.
Don't worry, JSB won't be chasing you in here.
Oh, God.
She's been chasing him all around like different chats. And
oh, my gosh, how pathetic. Sorry.
Hey, we don't do that, Jen.
But he has proof.
Yeah, I mean, it happened today, and I think Crystal's crime chat. So I think what we're gonna do is we want to focus on positive things first. So we're gonna show you guys some things from CrimeCon. I went through all of the recordings. I've got hours of video to cut down into a fun video, but I wanted to give you guys a preview.
Thank you, Jenna. I feel nervous when we're out searching. Sometimes I do. Got to be honest.
I mean, we're careful, and I mean, sometimes I do go out alone when I have to, but
Mhm.
I have protection.
Okay. I don't.
I-
I have you.
Well, when I'm with you,
You're my protection.
yeah, yeah, and I try to bring other people with me. So
True. But can you trust those people?
hey, that's not nice.
Total joke.
Was that a dig at Andy? Oh
No, Andy, I love you. I don't know.
What about Shane? Was that a dig at Shane?
No.
Wow.
No, Shane's a true blue person.
And you met him in person. You got good vibes.
I did.
Good vibes from you, Shane. I
Mhm.
actually don't know if he's in here. All right, let's let's go through some of the clips. I'm probably going to pause some of them because we actually talk about some of the cases too that we saw, and
Right.
this is always fun.
What's always fun?
Sharing things.
Hmm.
Share video file. I really hope this just works because I have them all saved in a directory.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Clips. Oh, you will?
I guess. Hey, if it doesn't work out, it's not my fault.
You might regret it with this first one. You might regret trusting me. Let's see if this works.
Okay. What's that stud right there? Oh my God, Ryan! Can't believe you did that. Yet I can. That was mean.
That's what she did during almost the entire 4.5-hour trip to Nashville.
Yeah, I woke up and I'm like, why does it say we only have 20 minutes left? He's like, because you slept the whole time. And I'm like, I didn't think I was sleeping. I guess I was.
I had to do it. I had to do it, Robin.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, Jenna, that would have been fun. I wish we had, maybe we can like plan it next time so a bunch of people can go together. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh yeah, like a group trip. That's true. She wasn't snoring, Steven.
Yeah, you know who snores?
I do.
This guy.
Yes. Yeah, I do. Okay. I think the next one. Okay. Let me start it and then I'll pause it. Okay. So, for anyone who is not from the US or maybe mostly the South US, if you've never been to Buc-ee's. So has anyone, there's got to be people in chat. I don't think everyone here is from the South. Is anyone here not familiar with Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's.
I mean, I wasn't until we moved down here, honestly.
I said to Ryan, if the world ever came to an end, this would be the perfect place to be. They have everything. Food, water, showers.
Oh yeah.
Clothes, like everything.
No, you guys, I mean, honestly, so there's such a thing as a large gas station. Buc-ee's takes that and multiplies it times 100. Okay, good. We have at least one person not familiar. And anyone watching this after from like, I don't know, Australia, UK, overseas, this is such an American thing. Like it's so
it's so over the top. I mean, kind of embarrassing.
It's huge. Yeah, I mean, it's a Texas thing, right, Pam? I think it's a Texas thing. I think it's where it originated.
It certainly wasn't a Maine thing or in Indiana.
Everything's bigger in Texas, right? So
that's what I heard.
Oh yeah, Andy, I got their barbecue turkey sandwich. Mm-hmm. They fresh bake the turkey, cut it in big thick slices, put like barbecue sauce on it, and it's melts in your mouth. Not gas station food, I gotta tell you. But check out the size of this place. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I kind of had my finger in the way. But like all the food in the middle.
They're making it fresh in front of us.
You've got burritos. You've got they have like a whole.
Yes, Sonny, I had the brisket. I think I had the brisket.
They have a whole thing here just filled with like barbecue sauce. Oh, that's not nice. In Texas.
Oh,
You don't. Okay, look at all the sweets. There's like a whole ton.
yeah, it's really dangerous.
Freshly baked sweets.
And I bought a brownie, but I lost it.
Lost a
I
brownie.
haven't been able to find my brownie.
Oh, that's too bad.
You guys getting bored?
Like all these different types of. This was the trip there.
Yeah.
This was just the trip there. I had to show them Buc-ee's, especially anybody that's not seen Buc-ee's. Huge! Look how far it goes down there. Okay, that was Buc-ee's. I swear we actually cover the conference at some point. Just, I had to show.
I'm not sure what you like better,
it's
Buc-ee's or the conference.
It's crazy. Oh no, Andy, no.
Speedway?
No, it doesn't.
Are you blocking him?
Huh?
Are you blocking
No,
him for saying that?
I showed him. I'm not. But
I thought he was blocking you for saying that, Andy.
Speedways has like dried out food. I shouldn't say that. Sorry, Speedways, if you're watching this. Well, they don't sponsor us, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I think we'll get to. Let's get to the actual.
Yeah, let's actually get to something.
Oh, well, you know what's next. I don't know. Do you want to show this? So we did a clip of the Airbnb. Remember that?
I guess.
What's on the
See,
Airbnb?
guys, I'm going into this blind, so I have no idea what he is going to show you. But he showed me sleeping, so now I'm really nervous.
Okay, I'm going to show you all the Airbnb too. Then we'll get to the conference, I promise. So, and we do like affordable but comfortable. So we try to find cool Airbnbs. By the way, I promised them that, well, we didn't get a discount, but I said they would let us film if we kind of tag them. So I guess I have to tag them in this. All right, we made it. This is our little Airbnb. I came into you bending over.
Oh, great. Thanks. It was very small.
So we like compact Airbnbs because they're inexpensive, but they have everything you need.
And they're just the right size for me.
Yes. Well, me too, pretty much. I might bang into things sometimes, but there's got to be a big screen TV or a TV at least, so we can watch Netflix and movies and stuff like that.
And of course, in Nashville, you have pictures of.
Oh yeah. I want to know if people know who these people.
You guys know.
Let's see if we can figure out who these are.
I'm so bad.
Okay.
I really kind of don't.
Now these are probably famous people.
You think so?
And we don't know who they are. And I bet our viewers are like, I knew it. Look at the dude. He's got tons of tattoos.
Okay, so here's a quiz. Who are these people?
We're going to show you who these people are. And you got to tell us if you know. Here's number one.
What? Oh, wait, maybe they're looking dude.
Okay, hold on. So Airbnbs here are, if you search really well and you try to find like one that's kind of, in Nashville, there's a whole bunch. The more in the area, the cheaper they are. So this one, with range of like 110 to 130 or 40 a night, you can get by pretty well, which a hotel will cost you well over 200.
I think it's a lot better than a hotel. It's
way better than a hotel, and you have way more. So anybody know who this guy is? Is that Post Malone?
Dolly in the past. Dolly in the past.
What?
She said it looks like Dolly in the past.
Oh, Dolly Vision, maybe.
Okay, because I'm like, Dolly Parton never looked like that, girl.
So maybe it is Post Malone. Okay, good.
I'm a dork.
It must be Post Malone.
Okay, next one. You're not. This is slow.
Sorry. Well, I wanted to see if they knew who it was. Yeah, just cool pictures. Number two, I like the shot Sour Patch. Oh no! Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh! I think. Wait, there was this like rap video thing, and they were called Sour Patch. I don't know. I heard something weird about that. Do you
a rap group wearing a cowboy hat?
No, I don't know.
It looks like
I gotta look into it.
Yes, because the first thing you do when you get out of jail is get Sour Patch Kids. I don't know. I could
think of one or two other things I'd want to get personally.
Good point.
Yeah. Okay, third one.
Yeah, I don't know who that dude is.
This is not as fun as my serial killer game.
Oh, come on, this is fun. Yeah, maybe it is Sour. Okay, Sour Patch Cowboy. We'll go with that. I don't know.
Sounds good.
I don't know who he was. So anyway, let's go to the next one.
This guy looks like somebody I've seen before.
This guy.
But it's hard with the mask.
You know what is? You know what he does?
Doesn't he?
I think I've seen him in the news, like a local business owner, like a well-known business owner or something.
I don't know. Brian, I think we got to call it quits on this game. We'd probably like have 2 people in here right now.
No, we have 65.
Ugh.
Snoop, maybe Snoop. Not this guy, but the other guy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This guy, I think he was in the news for like, well, what's he behind?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like a business.
Looks like me behind him.
It is you behind him. Yeah, reflecting in there. That's right. The last guy was the cowboy from the Village People. I mean,
could be.
Good. So, we're not the only ones who didn't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So show you the rest. Probably like well-known locals.
Maybe.
Probably well-known locals. Okay, Vanna White, give a tour of the kitchen.
Well, over here we have the bar.
The bar.
Which we have already taken over with trash.
Yes, we have. No, electronics. That's not
Stuff.
trash.
And over here is the other side of the bar.
Beautiful tour. The other side of the bar. Okay.
Here we have the.
Actually, these appliances are nice.
It is very nice.
New Whirlpool appliances. Everything.
Good.
Whirlpool.
Nice.
We're not very good.
Organization.
Everything you need.
I was never meant
Everything.
to
Look at that. Everything you need.
Like Thank goodness we've got coffee.
Oh yeah.
I always gonna have coffee. Fridge. And
Bedroom.
With a cute little desk nook.
So.
Thing.
We know how you are about how things are decorated. Are you happy with the decor?
Well, I like the minimalism. Seriously, I like it's fairly well, not with our stuff in here right now, but yeah, it's fairly minimalist.
You know what?
Clean, lines and all that.
And this is a very Nashville-like bed.
Yeah, because it's got some glitter.
Isn't that pattern like Nashville? I don't know. Looks like a sheet. That sheet.
Oh.
It's like, that's like
we need to like move on from the whole. What are you even trying to say?
Shows how little I know about.
And
door style.
I don't think that.
Great ones for a great. I love it.
Just what we need,
Chill out after.
And let's move on.
Okay. I think let's get to the conference.
This is gonna take forever, Ryan.
No, this is. Hold on a second. See, the problem is the icons. Hold on. The icons. There's okay. No, remove that.
What are you doing?
Hey, this is not easy. I gotta like.
You say so.
From studio. Yeah. 3. Okay, so there's this one. Hey, Cher. Thanks for coming in. Voices behind the wall.
Yeah, thank you, Cher.
So this, I wanted, for those of you who haven't seen the Opryland, the Gaylord Opryland Resort, it is insane. It's
huge and beautiful and very, 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 very expensive.
I think the first time we went there, when we lived in Indiana, we went there. And when I walked in, I've never seen a hotel like this before.
No.
It's not a hotel.
It's like you're outside on the inside.
It's the outdoors inside. It is insane. Like locally, some 12.8. Right. Because you've been there. Ballroom. I gotta get this. So the lobby. Opens out into this auditorium, or
this, because of the ceiling is really cool.
We stayed here 3-4 times. It just keeps going up and up.
Unbelievable.
Literally, like, as you walk across this bridge,
we could ask at the front desk if
there's waterfall on the left. Restaurant. It's great. Like,
so cool.
That's scary. There's so the and the hotel, the resort has like a huge area like that, and you go through another area, a bunch of hallways, and then it opens up to another whole area like that. And there's more waterfalls and more restaurants, and there's a boat ride in one part of it, which you guys I think saw in our live. I agree. I think we had to take a break.
Too many people around. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was drained. I don't know. It took a lot out of me. I'm just getting over it.
Yeah, one of the talks we did it after the Expo experience. You were exhausted.
Cindy.
You were exhausted.
Yeah, I was tired. Very, very, very tired. Making me self-conscious. Oh my goodness.
What everybody's saying they love your hair is making you self-conscious.
Yes. Interior
Should be a good
is
way.
built similar to a residence hotel. Kinda, yeah. Steven.
So, what's the thing you do when you're at CrimeCon?
Watch true crime?
This was Jen waiting for the merchandise line. Were you watching that? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I just thought I got a kick out of that. We're at a True Crime conference, and there she is watching one of her favorite
Well, what else
podcasts.
was there to do? Of course, I'm watching something. Oh, Ryan, your hair looks good too.
Oh, thank you. Most, it's really short, so it always. Okay, so we just went through the whole expo, and that
I'm
was
like cross-eyed right now.
cross me.
See how painful?
tired.
No,
Like,
this is what happens to me when I get around so much energy. Like I'm so unfocused right now. I can't even.
Well, for me, it was like there's a long line for Crime Weekly. It took forever.
No.
Of course, that's Jen's favorite. Wait, I shouldn't say favorite.
No.
Annalise's.
All
Annie
three of
Elise's.
them.
You don't even
I
want to
watched
say which
them-
one's your favorite.
I
Okay.
watched them all.
So
all equally.
Crime Weekly is one of her favorites, and there's a long line to see them. They were wonderful, very sociable, talked to us for a little bit about the Summer Wells case, believe it or not. I chatted
Yep.
with,
Annie Elise?
no, I chatted with the guy.
Rachel. Derek Lavaster.
Derek. I can't believe I don't
It's
even
either
remember his
Eric
name.
or Derek. I'm so bad.
So Lavaster, I know his last name
Yeah.
is Lavaster. I chatted with Lavaster because he actually asked our opinion on Summer Wells,
Well,
which shocked me. And
So yeah, and I can't even talk right now.
she got her picture taken with Crime Weekly, Annie Elise,
Yeah, and
Rachel Shannon. And
Oh yeah, Stephanie Harlow. Stephanie from Crime Weekly talked to me about Summerwell's case. Do you want me to tell you what she said?
No,
Okay.
because we don't know if she wants it out.
Okay,
there,
yeah.
so.
She asked my opinion, and she and I pretty much agreed. So that's
Yep.
all I'll say.
And Mr. Lavaster did too, and we
Yes.
shared the same opinion, believe it or not. Him and I
Yep.
agree on that.
So and they, I think all three of them did a Summerwell's video. So
Yes.
you should really check that out because they're so good.
Yes.
You know, they do their research.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then we met the family member of, and the brother of
Gabby Petito.
Gabby Petito. Chatted for a while with them. I wasn't expecting to. Jen, okay, I'll admit it. I don't follow the case because I
Yeah.
only follow local cases. And Jen was like, afterwards, she was like, Ryan, do you know about that case? I'm like, you know who you're talking to? And I'm like, idiot. Like, I mean, they introduced themselves, so after a while, like, hey, Texas Brat. By the way, you guys, I'm about to say who we met, and I got it wrong. It was not Tara. It looked like her. I think
No, it was her.
it was the cousin Stephanie Petito.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I found later on, I was like looking to see who the mother was, who Tara was, and I'm like, she looks a lot like her, but it's not her.
I
and I
thought
found
she was
Stephanie.
The stepmother.
Nope.
Oh,
It was
okay,
Stephanie, the cousin.
anyway.
It was the cousin because I heard about the story she told us happened to the cousin with the
Okay.
creators and everything. So just so you know, if I say Tara, I got it wrong. It was Stephanie.
Not too many Stephanies to talk about.
I figured it out, and we just talked for a long time. And
Yeah, they were very sweet, and I could tell the brother had sadness in his
Yeah.
eyes. I could just see it, and I feel so bad for them.
Yep, that
Because
is
that girl seemed so sweet, and
such a sad case.
yeah.
It was really nice.
'Cause I
actually.
filled right in on it.
And somehow she knew about us. Like, I was shocked.
Yeah,
she
she
knew
said
who we
she
were.
told us we're doing a good job, and we're, you know, not taking part in all the drama as much as we can help. You
Yep.
know.
She said thank you for not being tragedy pimps.
Yep.
That was nice to hear.
That
so,
is one of our
hey, Nana.
goals.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to take away from any case we do, because the more time you spend, you know, being a tragedy pimp, the more time is taken away from the actual case.
And the person who actually matters, which
Right.
is the missing person.
Right. So I'm happy with their opinion that we're going the right.
Yeah,
in the right,
I'm happy people
way,
actually-
and
People actually recognize that we're
Yeah.
trying so hard. She told us about other people we're not going to mention, who she was like, you know, they came 1 year and acted all tragedy pimp, like just harassing her
Other
and
YouTube
stuff.
channels.
Other YouTube channels just
yeah,
harassing
she got
her.
harassed. It's so sad.
The
I mean,
family of a missing person. It's just
Yeah.
horrible. But, you know, that did happen this year. This year looked great and everything went
yeah,
great.
it looked like they weren't stopped this year. They were stopped pretty much last year.
They were stopped.
Yeah.
But this was a great experience. Meeting
Yeah.
three channels that I see on television constantly because someone keeps watching them all the
Oh,
time.
I gotta say, I got Annie Elise's signature. I
And-
hope you guys know what I'm talking. I mean, she has over 1 million subscribers.
Of course they know
so
who you're
guys,
talking about.
She has over 1 million subscribers.
And I asked every one of them to make just a fewer episodes because they're always on our television set. So they said they would try for me to reduce the number of.
And they said, Annie said she'd try, but everybody gets mad at her when she doesn't upload a video.
Yep.
Like people, and I'm with them. I mean, they should all do it every day. I mean,
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. So
because we know how easy that is.
Oh yeah. Oh, every day. 'cause
And it's not like they don't have like
The
people working with it, like a crew.
that,
or,
yeah,
you know.
that's true.
So
That's the big difference. I wish editing was easier, honestly. So we're gonna rest for a little bit. My knees, I mean, we hike all the time. My knees
Yeah.
hurt more than when we hike, which is crazy.
I'm just mentally tired. I just need to cool off a bit.
She was shaking when we got out of there. She like seeing cross-eyed, emotionally just like, "Ah."
Yeah,
That was a lot all at once.
because it was a mixture between like people who were sad, you know, people who are sad about their case, and then, you know, people who are excited
Yeah, that's true.
to share cases. So it was like all these different emotions
Yeah,
going,
that's a good
going
point.
through the
Yeah.
whole thing. So I can't even
That's a good point. That same room, there was like, yeah,
I
a
can't even
mix
focus
of
right now.
emotion.
Yeah, and we get both sides, I think, don't we?
Yep. That was a cool experience, and we haven't even been to any of the
Talks yet. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
haven't been to any of the talks yet.
I'm good.
So we still have the whole weekend ahead of us, and we're looking forward to it. So we're gonna rest, and we will update you all later.
Yep.
That was in that first day was for you. It was we went to the
Oh, it's awesome.
went in the expo section,
Mhm.
hit like one of your favorite channels, which was like a draining experience, even though it's exciting.
Yes, the first one was Rachel Shannon, who I love. She was so sweet, and she has over 200,000 followers, but for some reason there weren't as many people at her table. But maybe I just hit it at slow time or something. I don't know.
And then after that was Rachel. No, oh yeah, that was Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was the line for Crime Weekly.
That was a long line, but they're up for some sort of a an award this year, so that's probably why.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard if they got it, if they won it.
We gotta look.
Yeah. And then Annie Elise, somehow you got her really quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably because it was a Friday.
who knows? She wasn't out there any other day.
No, it didn't seem like it. We
No.
never saw her out there. It was
We
so
lucked
weird.
out.
Yeah, you lucked out.
I lucked out.
I've got pictures too. But I'm not showing it tonight. I'm gonna show it, when I make this video.
You guys probably want us to talk about something normal, like something else, huh?
No, just show them. This actually, I want to show you all this. This was very touching. We the wall of missing people when we were at CrimeCon was when I took a short the first day, and there were a lot of them, but it kept growing and growing over time, and people would put stickers, like heart stickers with messages for the family of the missing person. And you put one on Summers,
yes,
a little note, and then they just kept on growing and growing and growing, and this was at the end. And I will say before I play it, well, I'll show you. I wasn't happy about one of them. Because the thing we did when we were putting our sticker on, it's like, look, don't put our names, don't put Ryan and Jen, don't put Ryan Fine Street.
Right.
You're using their flyer to self-promote, and that's
like,
it's wrong to do that.
Yeah.
You're like giving messages to the family, and there's one person on here who did that, and I really don't like that channel either.
Who it is from that note?
You all will see who it is. I think actually I don't watch White Boy, but I saw a clip of where he covered her behavior in the expo with the Petito family.
Not this time.
This
time?
Yes. She kind of.
You didn't tell me about
She
that.
said some really tasteless things to the Petito family, to Stephanie, like saying, "Do you think they sacrificed her?" Blah blah. Like, because her channel, and we tried not to talk about other channels, but this one, oh my gosh.
But when they attack people, it's just not okay.
She edits her videos to create these weird like conspiracy things, and
it's just for
she's
clickbait.
into sacrifice.
It's just clickbait and whatever else.
Can't believe she harassed them. They're so sweet, but you'll see it's her channel anyway. So there's a lot of really sweet notes all around. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there it is.
What are we talking about?
Sorry. Really, really sweet notes, you know? Always in our thoughts. We'll never stop hoping you'll come home. This was toward the end, so this was like, and I think hers had more than any other.
Hers had the most of any. Not that it matters at all.
It's not a competition, but
it was interesting. Hers had the most notes.
It was nice to see all those messages of support and seeing people like post things like "Don't give up," keep searching. Was for me, it was motivational as well. Just like people are still supporting. Searching for her, for anybody searching for her.
Right.
The next one, I'm going to skip in the next one because I walked through the expo section. I wanted to show you guys kind of what the expo looked like, but there's a highlight at the end. So I might be skipping. I want you all to see kind of, there was a lot of channels you may recognize, a lot of news channels, crime news. But at the end is where you had another moment. Good moment. Good moment.
I know about that one. There's more today than there was yesterday.
And for true crime, like I don't.
I'm actually excited for that, but it is like, oh my god.
Also, it's fuzzy because the lighting is kind of
Riley.
That was oh shoot, the Center for Missing. Everybody does that because
I'm sorry.
I didn't recognize a lot.
I think there are. I've seen that.
Look how crowded.
Just see this?
Imagine Jen in the middle of this crowd.
Plus, everybody's taller than me.
all these different emotions, like you were saying. There are advocate groups talking to families of missing kids, and then there's all these people excited about being there. So you've got
victims.
you got sadness, happiness, nervousness. It was surreal. I even felt it. And I think
Work like came in now.
That's what they asked me.
Maybe I got trapped here.
I'm just staying there waiting for her to stop talking to this girl. Really? Oh, that was her. She kept talking to her, and I'm like,
This way. You're very brave. I'm proud of you.
and you can see how it was loud. On this day, actually, this was Saturday because you went the first day and then you went back to get her signature. And this day,
Because I have forgotten.
I walked when I was videoing this. I won't do the rest, but I was showing like Crime Weekly. They weren't there. Annie Elise, they weren't. She wasn't there. So
No,
it was like
we lucked out about.
yeah, we totally looked up.
Friday.
Oh, there's Namus, the name website where you can look up match missing persons names. So that was the expo. It was a stressful, but the good thing is you could go out of there and the lobby at least was nice and open and like not as many people. So oops, I don't want to share the screen. Now I don't even know what's coming up next. Let's find out.
I'm scared.
Day 2. It's a little rainy. And yesterday, I don't know how we can possibly top yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
That was like
Yesterday was perfect, and I'm wearing my criminal coffee t-shirt
that is
today.
cool.
Shout out to
What?
I'm too excited.
You forgot their name. Crime Weekly.
Shout out to Crime Weekly. So nice to talk to you. Yeah, you guys should buy their coffee.
I'm not going to edit that part out. That's funny.
No.
But today, there's so many really good talks. We missed the cult one this morning, unfortunately, because we kind of slept in. But there's a lot of good ones. We're going to be seeing the sister of
Gabby Petito.
No.
Well, we're going to be seeing the mother-in-law, and I think the mother is going to be there. They're going to do their talk today.
The talks today?
Mm-hmm.
The one we should.
Mother-in-law
So that's a good point. What Jenna just said. That's how you feel. This whole
Sorry.
she said I wanted to know if Nancy Grace is nicer in person. So we didn't see her table. She was never there when we went there. But Jen feels the same way about her interviews.
I know people who really like her, but it's just like her type of personality is like it just grates on me a little bit because I just feel like she doesn't give people a chance to talk. But that's just me. I'm sure she has her good points.
Well, a friend of ours loves her and explains it's because she was like a prosecutor at some point or a lawyer. So it's her personality, but which is abrasive is
very. That's exactly what I said, Jenna.
Yep.
Yep.
When we met yesterday in person.
And her mother.
Yes. And then we're going to see the sister of Lori, not the sister, but the Lori Vallow case, right? Summer.
I think, is that today?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's another good
Excited
one.
about that one.
Yeah.
I watched American Nightmare last night, the documentary. There's a talk on that one that I really want to go see because it made me really mad, and we're covering that. We're covering that case because so many people don't know the end of it, and it makes me really angry at law enforcement and the media.
Yeah.
And then at the end we're watching the one about media's ethical media on social media, ethical social media. That one we're really interested in because of
and maybe
what
we'll
we've
do
seen.
a live on that. Like
I think we might. We should do a live today.
Do some. Oh, that'd be fun.
Just
Let's
us
do
before
it.
our
I was gonna
live.
wait till
So
Sunday,
we
but
did
Sunday
that.
it's ending,
That'll be
so
fun.
maybe
Yay.
tonight. But
Yeah.
and then I want to do they do a lie detector test in the
We never did
Expo.
that.
I never
I want to
did
do
that.
it and have Jen
Of course
record
we
it.
do.
I want to
They
try to
weren't-
interview
they weren't
NCIS and ask him just a quick question about if someone thinks they found something, should they dig or should they report? I want to get some evidence gathering information from them, and I'm going to get a better review of the Expo, and I think that's today. Unfortunately we can't record even bits of the pieces of the conference, but I'll take
Although
pictures.
people do.
I don't know, but not for publishing on social
No,
media.
well,
So
some like around what's going on the outside
the outside, yes, I'll record all that I want
and the expo.
in the Expo. So I want to take pictures probably. I'm going to take more pictures today of the events we go to so you can see the speakers. I'll zoom in. I got Annie
Tracy.
Elise yesterday, a few of those. But we're heading out now. It's raining, and we're going to get started on the second presentation, the second talk.
Yeah, kind of wanted to go to the John Walsh one.
Yes.
We did,
but
didn't
I
you?
think you
We didn't?
chose one instead.
No, John
Possibly.
Walsh is one I want to go to, and then there's
Okay,
also
from father to
yes.
what, crime fight? Or
No, that's a
something
good
like that.
one. And then there's the one before it is the other father, the Ramsey one.
Oh, that's what we did.
John Bonet.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Bonet.
I know. I don't know how I feel about that case, to be
Okay.
honest.
We don't have time to get into it now, but we will drive over there now and get started on day 2.
Now the Ramsey case changed your mind. It changed your mind, didn't it?
Well, I am too easily swayed by people. So, I mean, so we listened to John Ramsey, the father of Jean Monnet Ramsey. He came there to talk about, the continuing saga of what happened. But, he was very convincing. He was. I don't know, just like Summer's case, I just don't want to say until I find out the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure most, if not all of you, have heard about the John Benet Ramsey case.
Yeah, and most people assumed, I think, that, I mean, it's like the other story with the media drives the public opinion.
Yeah,
And I think most public opinion is like they had something to do with it.
right.
And I know when it ended, in the news cycle, that's where I landed. But hearing
Yeah.
him talk, hearing the reporter talk about the actual evidence and what they didn't DNA test yet.
How many years ago was it? Like over 20 years, something like that.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yep. The last clip I want to show you all is at the last day. This was the final wall of missing people, and it had grown so much. It was amazing.
And scary.
I'm sorry. Actually, this one, the size of the crowds in the
Of course, Ryan is ignoring me.
No,
right
go ahead.
now,
Yeah,
but-
that's a good one because that was crazy.
Yeah, the daughter of BTK was there. She wrote a book about, everything they went through. And we actually saw her speak. That was very, very interesting, in my opinion.
Yep. Some channels are covering the story. News is covering it. How
yeah.
she found the journal entry that made her realize her
Oh,
dad
yeah.
had essayed her at a young age,
Right.
which she was so young she couldn't remember, but the journal made it pretty obvious.
Oh, I gotta say one more thing. So we watched the Lori Vallow talk, with her sister, and it was like 2 hours after the sentence was handed down to Daybell. He got the death penalty, so that was all interesting timing to me. I'm sure you guys have heard of, Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow and all that stuff.
My gosh, that was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
crazy.
that was crazy.
What was crazy is the 2 hours before he got convicted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sentenced, and then they talked to her so she could actually respond to that whole thing. And
Like, she was happy. I gotta say that. She was happy.
yeah. Okay, so this is the actual final wall. I get the right one this time.
Okay.
Oh, what
Yes.
is? I just.
I could have
checked,
guessed that.
but I just 9.
Oh,
It's
Ryan.
9. It's 9. Here we go. I did. I got them all. Look how from before the bottom part was empty, the top wasn't completely full, and it's just loaded, and it's got
Mhm.
all these wonderful notes. There's Layla down there. I just missed Summer. I actually had Summer earlier in this, and then it goes to, I think you'll see Sebastian. Sorry, right up
There.
right there. There's Sebastian.
Yeah.
And then all these.
And that's just like a small, tiny,
Isn't it crazy?
tiny little representation of how many kids are
Yeah.
and people are missing right now. It's crazy.
So many. So there's a ton I didn't show. I've got pictures of some of the. I got one picture of in Annie Lisa's live. She did the live
Yes, and
show.
we went to a taping of her podcast, which was really
Yeah.
fun too.
They didn't allow video. They didn't allow audio, but they didn't say no pictures. So
Right.
took pictures. Oh,
Hey,
man.
everybody.
I do not want to go on to the next topic
I'm tired.
already. Oh boy. Still got bodies of water to search. Yes, lots and
Mhm.
lots and lots of bodies of water. And I really wish we could have sonar now rather than later, because I would save a
Yeah.
whole bunch of time. I could go down a whole creek and like cover both sides, cover the whole creek at once instead of going down one side with an underwater camera.
Yeah,
and
what we have now is not.
it's not the greatest. It's not ideal, but
It's. Yeah.
not ideal. Hey, Beth Ann. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next topic.
I don't have much to say about this topic, really, because
You
I
might
don't.
you might have opinions.
Well, I'll have opinions, but I don't know a lot of the details.
Okay, so where do I start with this? News came out today, this morning,
That's what I said.
related to the Layla Santanello case and Holland Snap case, kind of semi-related to Holland Snap.
Interrupt. I'm
You're
putting
gonna-
the dog to bed.
Yes, please.
I'm
Thank
putting
you.
them to get bed, guys.
She'll be back. And we had been doing research into the Layla Santanello case, obviously looking for locations to search for these two, Layla and Holland. And things we heard had us going up to Carter's Valley. We have this huge area to search, but we tried not to focus on people. As you know, that's kind of our thing, is we do have to cover people to get their behaviors, where they've been, where they're going, any records of things they've done in areas that it will lead us to a location. But we try not to, especially with the parents or the family of these cases, we try not to really go after them. But if you stumble upon things, you have to make the decision as a reporter of the truth. Do you not report it? Do you, for the sake of ethics and integrity, you don't want to attack the family because they're going through a traumatic thing? So do you report it? And I've been struggling with that over the past few days, because we've been coming across more and more that it doesn't look the greatest for the Leila Santanello case. Not the whole family. It's like not this big, huge thing, but it can become a big, big, huge thing. I'm going to try to focus on sharing with you all the facts of what has come up. I'm going to not make assumptions. I'm not going to assume anything about what this means. I'm just going to share what came up, and it confirmed kind of what FS Investigates, which is Stephen Fisher out in California. He's handling both cases, Leila Santanello and Holland Snap. And he's been doing a lot of digging. He's got a lot of information, talking to a lot of people, and struggling. Like, he's struggling because there's stuff going on in the background that's holding him up, blocking him. Leading up to his announcement today, which I'll get to in a minute, we had been looking at, for those of you who don't know about the cases, Leila Santanello went missing June 27th, 2023. She was last seen near the AmeriCorps Hotel in Kingsport. The Holland Snap went missing October 15th, 2023. She was last seen in Belridge Drive, the Belridge Drive area in Kingsport. And they're not far apart. I mean, the Belridge Drive, I think, is 10-minute drive up the interstate. It's all this one area of Kingsport, kind of. I would call it one area personally, because they're all in a certain radius. Here's the thing that I first came across, and I didn't know what to make of it. So Steven, I haven't heard much about. They're really tight-lipped about TBI, and law enforcement is tight-lipped about everything. They're not saying where they've searched. They've released things like that creamery rumor that a girl was seen at the ice cream place, that it wasn't true. And they have a whole FAQ that I covered in Layla's video that I made, clearing up a lot of those things, but they aren't giving a lot of details about the case itself and what they found and who suspects are. Nothing like that's coming out. There are two. I'm going to share one screen and try to do this with as little pain as possible here. Share screen. Window. There. Okay. Oh, here we go. So there are two Facebook pages for that cover this case. This one, let me make sure this is actually showing okay. Oh, come on. This is the page that is run by George and Brittany, which is George is the father of Layla. Brittany is the stepmother. And there's the other page. This one is run by Jennifer Santanello. And the first thing, I've been monitoring these pages, and hold on, I got to fix this. I've lost StreamYard. Sorry. Okay. I've been monitoring these two Facebook pages, which is something you do if you're following cases. You want to see how people are commenting on things and what's going on, what people are saying. And there was one name that popped up that seemed like an admin or someone who is very focused on helping to run this channel. And I just wanted to know who she was. So I went to her Facebook page, and I'll show you that in a second here. Again, I'm trying to be so careful with what I say and how I put things, because I don't want to imply anything that I don't mean to. But this Trisha Murphy is on that page off. You can see she's promoting it on this page here, on her page. And I'm like, okay, she's just like an admin, I guess, friends with Jennifer or whatever. And I'm scrolling down, and then I come across this really weird post down here where she accuses George and Brittany's page, which I know isn't a scam, of being a scam. And I'm like, so my first reaction is obviously there's some drama here between this person, Trisha, and that side of the family. And maybe there's drama between the two sides of the family. And I don't want to get into drama, obviously, so I don't need to dig into this. But I filed this away in there's some issue between Trisha and that side of the family, who is Trisha. And it kept on bugging me. So I wanted to know, curiosity, I guess, kills the cat, right? So I'm curious, and I just wanted to know what the drama was all about. Like, who is she? Why is there some issue between her and the family? So I did some quick Googling. I mean, it's not hard to find this. Just Googled the name, and I came up with this first news report of a 2019 charges. 2 people were arrested after authorities found a stolen car and drugs at a Kingsport residence. The Sullivan County Sheriff's Office responded to a drug overdose call Sunday on Wedgwood Road in Kingsport. At the home, deputies found Patricia Ann Murphy, which apparently she goes by Patricia Ann Murphy. There's what's her other last name she uses? I don't know if she got married or something that changed, but that's her, and that's clearly her. I mean, you remove the makeup from the Facebook page, and that's her. Larry Palladino, 28, and another unidentified male. Palladino had outstanding warrants, and there was a stolen Lexus. They found a 9mm gun, some marijuana, some meth, half an ounce of heroin, digital scales, and plastic baggies. Usually that's not, is that user material or
No,
that's
that
usually
would be
usually
material.
dealer material. So I'm like, okay, someone
Even I know that.
someone present there was a dealer. But it was Palladino who got charged here with Schedule 2, Schedule 6, drug paraphernalia, simple possession, firearm, all that stuff. But Murphy, Trisha, was arrested on outstanding warrants for violation of community supervision, order of attachment, failure to appear. Those aren't major charges.
No.
They're just, and then the third female, whoever she was, wasn't there. But the next Google listing, it was, again, not hard to find this, anyone can, is a slightly different story. Same person. You can see this, the picture's right there, same person. Yeah, I agree, Stephen. I mean, it's kind of obvious with
Yeah.
scales.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is in 2023. So this is like March 3, and Layla went missing, say, June, March, April, May, June. So 3 months before Layla went missing, this happened. Not, it's very recent. This one's much worse. A woman faces multiple drug-related charges after Sullivan County Sheriff's investigators discovered fentanyl, methamphetamine, I'm not even going to say it, heroin, crack cocaine in her car. They later found a large amount of marijuana, whatever those pills are. I'm sure some of you know what that is. Thank you. Hallucinogenic mushrooms. Patricia Ann Phillips, again, that's her. She uses those 2 names. Again, I don't know if it's 'cause she got married or what, but I know that's her. Patricia, yep. She was held in Sullivan County on a $50,000 bond. What's weird is it involved 2 people. So they stopped a car, and the person driving was this woman. Okay. Jessica Belcher. And so they got her and a whole bunch of drugs in the car. They recovered prescription.
Crazy eye. Sorry.
Jen.
What? You did that?
Jen.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Meth,
Ah,
some whatever strips, Bethel, whatever strips, multiple prescription drugs. So that was the other woman. That was this woman on the right. Okay. Got those charges thrown at her. Phillips. Okay. Trisha Phillips. They went from this car stop. I don't know why that car stop went to search warrant, but it did. And they
well, it's
went,
probable cause.
maybe there was something linking Trisha to that. Anyway, they executed a search warrant on Trisha's home. They found 25 grams of fentanyl, 20 grams of crystal meth, 1 gram of crack, 12.5 grams of mushrooms,
Just a bunch of crap.
half a pound of marijuana, 46 of those G pills,
Yeah, I'm sure
and a
Trisha knows a supplier.
22 pistol. The charges are insane. Maintaining it. So I've seen charges related to someone in the Summerwell's case. I'm not going to bring that name up again because we always get attacked when I do, but there was 2 charges in his case. It was maintaining a dwelling and intent to distribute or something like that. Same as these top 2.
Yeah.
All right. Maintaining a dwelling, manufacture, delivery, sale, or possession. But then it goes on. 2 counts of Schedule 1 drug violation, Schedule 2 drug violation, Schedule 3, whatever that is, 3, 4. 2 counts of Schedule 5, Schedule 6, possession of a firearm, in the commission of a felony, introduction of contraband to a penal facility. I don't know, when they were booking her, she brought a firearm in.
Probably contraband. She probably brought some drugs into
Yep.
the jail.
And possession of drug paraphernalia, which probably was like the same stuff as the other.
Hi, Shelly.
So that's where I was stuck. And this was probably a week or two ago. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let me get rid of this.
Are there any bikers in that area?
So
I don't
I'm gonna be
know.
honest with you. So I saw this and I'm like, okay. So a woman who either helps run the Facebook page, the Facebook page with Jennifer Santanello, has all of these drug violations. I know Layla Santanello was using drugs before she went missing, but you can't like put this out there without any connection, without any
It's just
because then you're just accusing this person of being involved in something that maybe it's just totally different
because of their past.
just because of their past. So Trisha has a past, big deal. A lot of people have a past like this. It doesn't mean she's related to this case. I left it. I did not report this. I just dropped it. I just put it in my back pocket as information. Then SF Investigates drops his bombshell today. And
Good timing.
it was, I mean, it kind of brought together the stuff I already knew. It's just insane. So I'm going to read this. Let's cover this. It confused people. So the other Facebook page, page run by George and Brittany, they posted this and people there were confused because there's all these different players. Nobody understands like who's connected and what this all means and why it's even relevant to the Layla's case. Let me tell you, it's extremely relevant, not just to Layla's case. It's relevant to Holland's case because of what Steve says here. So I'm going to just read it. One of the kidnappers. So the kidnapper he's talking about is this is a second post, a follow-up to this post. Okay. So in this post, let me see if I can get this right. Okay. 18-year-old Kirsten Cochran was kidnapped this morning in North Carolina. This is a female, in case you didn't know. She was recovered by troopers assisted by the TBI, FBI, and VPI, Virginia. near Bristol, Virginia this afternoon. There's a plot twist I'm not allowed to disclose until the names of those arrested had been released. This was on June 6th. It was like yesterday. So their names hadn't been released. And then today.
Thanks, Margaret. Enjoy your movie.
And then today, he was able to follow up because as you can see here, they released all the names. So he shared it. And he also shared information that he knows about the connections between this situation, Layla Santanello's case, and Holland Snap's case. And this is what he says. One of the kidnappers, Stephen McGovern, is Jennifer Santanello's nephew. That's interesting. That a nephew of hers, who she's the mother of a missing woman about that age, 18 to 20 something. Yeah. And her nephew is an abductor, like is abducting women that age. That's a little red flag. I mean, that's that's kind of a red flag, but again, you can't draw conclusions. You can't assume anything. So we're just going to say
it's just a big coincidence.
Her nephew abducted this woman. She happens to be the mother of a missing woman about the same age.
The same age
as the abducted.
Layla, she happens.
Yep. Okay. A couple weeks ago, I tweeted about how angry I was that Jennifer gave out important investigative details in Holland Snap's case without any right or authority. She was aware of those details because her niece lived at the property where Holland was beaten. He's actually withholding a lot of information, isn't he, here?
How do you know that?
Because he didn't say whose property it was. But anyway, here he's saying Jennifer knew probably the property where Holland was beaten. This is Holland Snap now. This is a different case. And Jennifer apparently had inside information into Holland's case. It might have been where the property was, who did the attack, whatever. She knew information. She released it. Stephen was trying not to let that information get out there, I guess, and he was mad because she let it out there. Jennifer's niece, apparently, this might be the information, I don't know, but Jennifer's niece didn't call 911 or help Holland. So Holland was beaten by, I think it says out there, it was an older man, like a 51-year-old man. That was in the news report. Yeah. She had been beaten, and that's all they reported. Well, apparently, Jennifer's niece was there when this beating happened. She didn't call 911. She didn't help Holland Snap. And Holland was beaten so badly from head to toe that she couldn't form words or open her eyes. And she didn't call 911.
Well, how could she if she can't open
No,
her
the
eyes?
niece. The
Oh,
niece.
the niece.
The niece who was apparently there, according to
so there are
Steven.
drugs and everything there and stuff.
The niece didn't call 911 or even help Holland.
And remember, guys, this happened right in our area. This isn't just some case out
It's not some
there.
city. Like
No,
it's out.
it's our area. It's
So, and then he goes on to say the niece's son, Jennifer's nephew. So that's the nephew. Okay. Up here, he's mentioning the nephew, Stephen McGovern, is Jennifer Santanello's nephew. Down here, he says Jennifer's nephew, Stephen McGovern, same person, is the kidnapper arrested today. It's been a very frustrating dynamic investigating the case of Layla while knowing that her mom's side of the family holds answers to Holland's disappearance. That's a bombshell.
I would say so. What do you guys think?
The Santanello family is related to a nephew and a niece. The niece, at least, was there when Holland got beaten.
Right, but I'm sure they were. I'm sure she was scared for her own safety as well.
Of course,
I
yeah.
mean, come on.
Good
why,
point.
Why would she call him?
And you think about it too. If she is there with Holland, and I'm assuming because of the connections here that it's a drug place probably. So
Yeah,
there's drugs going
there's
on.
No question.
So if there's a place where drugs going on, they're not going to call 911
right, that's exactly
because there's
what
drugs
I
all over the
said.
place. So you're right. I'm just no, I'm not disagreeing, and I'm not debating. I'm just saying that's why you're right. That's why they wouldn't
they're
call.
just all so sketchy that I don't know.
Yeah, it's and I don't see. That's what I'm saying. Crime critters and crime crazy critters on the farm. That's what I'm saying. Like it's easy to jump to that conclusion, right? Like you want to say, "Wow, okay, this is suspicious," and that's what happened. Like in Summer's
But the
case,
thing is, though, everything in their lives is suspicious. Like nobody could have
in whose
gotten
lives?
hurt.
Who are we talking about?
Holland and
Layla.
Layla. I mean, their whole lives are suspicious. How they live is suspicious. And even if nothing ever happened to them, it'd still be that way. So just the fact that they are missing has nothing to do with the fact that it's suspicious. They just, you know what I mean?
So we can't make the assumption that there's a connection, basically. Like
we can make an inference. I can't make an assumption. I'm not the police.
And that's why we don't want to say, okay, yeah, Jennifer has family, Jennifer Santanello, the mother, and I got to put this out there too. I got to say this again, just to make it clear. Jennifer Santanello, who's on TikTok all the time, crying because her daughter's missing. Okay. Dealing with trauma, this huge trauma, her daughter is missing. So we can't apply or assume guilt, but this doesn't look good.
No, I mean,
it just doesn't look good.
It just doesn't look, like I said, suspicious or sus, as they say.
It is. And these are just the facts. I trust Steven. I know the stuff he's put out in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen stuff that I knew was true and he's put out the truth. So I don't have any reason to doubt him.
I think it'll just be really interesting when things come to light and we see how much this all had to do with it. You know?
Yep.
As long as they find Holland and Layla, which.
But it goes deeper. It goes deeper.
I know.
And I don't know if I want to go deeper, but.
Maybe another time.
No, I mean, we're reporting facts. That's all, right?
Yeah.
So the 19-year-old Stephen McGovern, immediately, I didn't know that there was a relationship between him and Trisha because the last name is different. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, well, it's a niece, but I know a nephew. Sorry, that's a nephew.
Say what?
And there's a niece.
Yeah.
There was a hint, and this is, I have to say, this is rumor. When you take anything on Facebook, don't go down the rabbit hole. Okay, maybe I shouldn't, but
rabbit hole.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna share this. Okay, this was the release today. Okay, on this is Brittany and George's Facebook page. Looking for, have you seen Layla Santanello? It was covering this, and the reactions were interesting. Stay in a rabbit hole. Yeah, I tend to too, but I don't tell anyone about it all the
No,
time because
I agree with Jenna.
yeah,
Don't go down the rabbit hole.
we have a debate in chat whether we should keep moving down this path. I do have more that I found,
Yeah,
but it's shaky,
I
and
think we should. Okay, that's
but
just me.
it's important though.
Yeah. What county is Summer from?
Who?
Summer. Somebody wants to know.
Oh, Hawkins.
Hawkins County.
Hey, birdies. Oh man, the stress of this has given me a headache because I know there's a connection between Steven and Trisha. And the reason here, I'll just go down the comments. So this person posted this today, and they told a lot of the background information that locals tend to know about all these people. And one person, so this person had been accused, actually. Kira had mentioned in this post, crazy how I had all kinds of fingers pointing at me. 2 of the people arrested were the main people spreading my name. 2 of these people were accusing her of being involved. Here's what she wrote. So she knows the people. She knows who these people are personally.
Mm-hmm.
So unless she's for some crazy reason making this up, she goes on to say, oh, and Trish Murphy is the aunt this post is referring to. And Stephen McGovern is her son. Stephen is her son.
They are related to Layla.
And they're both related to Layla. So Trisha, the person who had trashed this Facebook page for some strange reason that I didn't understand, who is apparently in 2023 hit with massive drug charges, probably dealing charges, I'm
That's
assuming,
what it
with all the
sounds like,
schedule
yeah.
1 through 100 drugs.
The scale should tell you.
she is related to Layla. A person hit with massive drug charges is related to a young girl who went missing, who was addicted to drugs.
Right.
Who was addicted to drugs at the time. That's just fact. That's just fact. And I'm just reporting this, and I'm not accusing anyone.
Right.
But there obviously, if you have a big chart with string and wire and pins, you've got to connect these related names.
Well, yeah.
When you're investigating Layla's disappearance.
I know. Sorry, guys. He's been down the rabbit hole all day. My concern is that most of these guys are into the Summerwells case, and this is kind of unknown.
Oh, come on.
Unknown to you guys.
But we're covering these cases.
I know we're covering these cases, but they might not know the background of.
Well, I just told them when Layla went missing,
Yeah.
where she went missing from. I'm sorry, but we are covering these cases as well as Summer's.
Cases. I know.
We could talk about Summer, but this is important because this is breaking news.
I'm not saying it isn't important. I've been this week. Summer has been on my heart, and
we can talk there, but
and
we can go down that road. And I don't mean to interrupt. I know I interrupt you often, but I've got to wrap this up with one final.
Okay, sorry.
One final thing.
Don't get mad at me after we're done.
Then we can talk about Summerwells. Yes, I won't get mad at you. There's one final piece to this. The woman who got abducted, right? That Steve mentioned, her name, as you guys saw earlier, is Kirsten Cochran. Okay. Kirsten Cochran. She was the abducted person, the abducted girl. Now, when I was looking at Trisha's various Facebook pages to learn more about who she was and why she was mad at this other Facebook page, I came across this weird, like super lockdown Facebook page. Okay. And I know it's her because she's got Jennifer Santanello as a friend. She's got Layla as a friend, which her other pages do as well. So I know it's her.
Yeah.
But I'm going down the friend list on this page, right? And who do I find? Well, Jessica Belcher, the one she had gotten arrested with.
I was going to say
for
that
one thing. Sorry, it gets jumbled every single time. Where is she?
Changes. Who are you looking for?
Her name. She's got a
Abby?
weird name, so
Haley?
whoa, it might have gotten removed. Weird.
Interesting.
Oh, it was on here today. This
Did you
is
look at this side?
oh, there she is. Kirsten Cochran. That's the girl who got it, who the attempted abduction. They saved her in Bristol. That's her, and she is friends with Trisha.
Mhm.
Which I will say this: when people do research looking at friends on Facebook,
Mhm.
you got to tell you, like Kingsport's not that big of a town, so
Not really.
when you have a group of people that are like her age, 20 something, she was 18,
And they're into the same types of stuff.
and they're yeah, I'm not going to assume she's in the
Well, no, I'm
drug
just saying,
scene,
well,
but
they're
most of
friends with
those
each other.
most of those names
Yeah.
are in the drug scene, and they're in what kids are doing, so they're all going to be friends. But there's just those commonalities of the friend group. There's Trisha, there's Jennifer, there's the niece and nephew. I think is actually on this. Well, I think the niece. Somebody had mentioned it. This is his ex that he abducted.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
obviously
told
he's going to
me
be a
that.
friend, right?
Yeah.
But they're all in here. They're all the circle. So I got to tell you, there's connections. What Steve announced today, I don't know if people realize the impact of that, the ramifications of it, the connections between Jennifer, Trisha, and this family members, and how they all relate to. They're all related to Layla, obviously,
Mhm.
on Trisha's side, and the knowledge that many of them have of Holland Snap's case and what happened to her. I don't know what law enforcement's doing, you guys. Like, they got to know this. They have to know
Well,
this
yeah,
stuff.
of course.
They did at least arrest. They got Trisha in 2023, but that was before Layla got abducted. They
Mhm.
know her history, and they must know she knows these details of Holland's case. So why aren't they doing anything? Why aren't they doing anything?
Because it would be damaging to them in some way.
To the police, if they investigate someone who
Oh, to the
has
police?
direct knowledge of what happened to Holland,
Yeah, but we don't. I mean,
maybe not a witness, but it was maybe her property. I mean, she
I'm
knows she was
sure
staying
they're
there.
looking into it. They can't say anything till they're sure.
I'm not accusing. I know it probably sounds like I am not accusing Trish. I'm not accusing Jennifer of anything except having knowledge of this information,
Yeah.
having knowledge of this. And I'm more angry at law enforcement right now, Kingsport
Yeah.
or Sullivan County, for it really take Steve coming out with this to make public aware that all these connections exist, and they
can
know.
talk to the.
They have to know. The police have to know this exists.
Well, this took a lot of digging to come up with, though. You know.
What for a
Yeah, but you're a
citizen
little
like?
bit smart.
No, I'm not. I'm not a police investigator.
Smarter.
They know this. They obviously know this stuff. Hopefully,
Well, who
I'm
knows
gonna
why
end this
if
on
they're
here.
sitting on it, I don't know why.
I'll end this case discussion on this. At least they've got Stephen McGovern, Elena Adams, DeAnthony Tudhill, and Dustin Hicks, and hopefully they know more information that will help solve Layla and Holland's case. And hopefully it will. Hopefully it will make progress on the case.
Yep. That's what we hope.
Okay, so Summer Wells, we can move on.
I'm sorry.
We can move on from this case for now, and I will.
No, it's an important case.
What were you said you've been doing a lot of thinking about?
No,
Summer?
but just this week, I think after CrimeCon, where we, heard about so many other cases and talked to the larger influencers and stuff, just made me think about Summer's case a lot, and really how far away we've all gotten from the actual facts that we know. And that's just from the morning to when the police were called, basically. And we don't know that for fact either. We don't really know the timeline for a fact.
Yep.
But I guess my thing is that so much of it now is just finger pointing, and people are fighting with each other and defaming each other, and I don't know. I think it's gotten away from the actual big picture of it all. Yeah,
What do you think?
yeah, Jenna.
Yeah.
I I have a lot to say about it. I don't want to right now, but I was thinking of posting something on my channel about it. If anybody's interested in hearing that, I don't know. Ryan's really into like the planning and the like logistics and knowing where we're gonna go and talking to people and stuff. And I'm like into more of like the psychology and like getting into people's heads and things like that. And I just kind of want to look at it from Summer's point of view. Try to get in her head that day. That's what I'd like to do. So if anybody is interested in that, I think I might do that tomorrow.
So
my-
explain this to me now. I'm not sure I follow. You want to get into what like Summer might have been thinking on that day?
What Summer might have been thinking that whole day.
But leading up to like the swimming hole.
Yeah. All of it until the final, until she was taken. The only person who 100% knows what happened to her is Summer.
Well, it stops though at the definite timeline that people, well, not even definite.
No, but
claimed,
6:40 was when they called the police.
But up until 3 is when there's at least somewhat solid information about where she was. But after
that
3,
is an
3:15
8-hour day.
Yeah.
And thinking about what they did in 8 hours, it did not take. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it right now because I want to talk about it on my channel.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking putting that together tomorrow, and I don't know when it will go up. It's going to be rough. So anyway, I've been thinking about Summer a lot. I know part of it is because, it's coming up on the 3rd year anniversary this month. So that's probably why I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. The summer case. Oh my gosh. Lately, everyone, even other creators right now are complaining. Like people put out these things like breaking news and it's nothing new. It's rehashing old names or, the only thing that's happening right now is like there's drama associated with the whole what's going on with Fred and what's going on with whatever accusations there are between JSB and Andy, and then you've got people saying there's new names put out there, but honestly, it's just rehashing old news.
Yeah, and there's so many different little tiny aspects that people are like fighting over, and then there's the whole infighting of the influencers. And I swear to God, some people's YouTube channels are just about slamming other people's YouTube channels. I mean, how does that really help Summer? I'd like to know.
I never understood that. Like, at least let's talk about the case. At least.
I mean, we're kind of talking about that right now, but I guess my point is I want to get back to the heart of the investigation and see maybe possibly we could just maybe reconstruct. And being an empath, I think I want to get into the mind of Summer from that day. So that's kind of my plan.
You want to know what my plan is?
What's your plan?
So lately, the thread we've been pulling on, when I say we, the different researchers I'm working with, is there has been, I'm sorry, but this goes back to the Leila and Holland cases.
Okay, that's okay.
So it's a little creepy. There's some overlap between some of the bad people in these different groups in Kingsport and Hawkins County. People that are in the drug scene, and those names keep popping up. Even if you're researching these different cases, I'm not saying they're connected.
Right.
But it makes you wonder if you're overlooking connections when the same names keep coming up.
Of course.
Like in these circles of people, there's like, oh wait, I saw that name in the Summer Walls case. But I'm researching the Layla Santanello case.
Okay,
it's like,
but
what?
It's such a small community. And when we're talking about the drug community and a small community, I think it's very centralized.
You're right.
I mean, there aren't going to be all these kingpin drug dealers in one area, small area like that. Maybe a couple.
And that is a good.
I highly doubt like huge
Yeah.
cartels or anything.
No,
like
and you have a good
that.
point because I'm investigating a theory of the drug community being involved in the summer case, but that doesn't mean it is.
Right.
So yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
stumbling
I
on.
know that with certain people in the case, there are drugs involved,
Yeah,
but
definitely in those cases, but we
there
don't
are a
know
lot of
summer.
drugs
Yeah,
involved in the area overall. So I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Jenna, that's what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to
go
do.
back to the beginning. What is it? The famous one of your creators you like actually says something about going back to the start. She has a quote. She says,
I don't even know what you're talking
Somebody
about.
told me about it. Like sometimes you have to go back to the
Yeah.
beginning, and I do like that idea. But you can do that. I've got all these other rabbit holes I'm
No,
going
I know,
down.
because
So
that's why I wanted to do it on my channel.
yeah, that would be good. That would be really
Because
good.
I like more of the psychology. Like, I swear to God, if I could go back, I think I would have gone into criminal psychology. But really, the only
Yeah.
choice I had was to become an English teacher. So anyway, yeah, I'm really into the psychology. I'm into mental health. You know, in as a whole. So, and like I said, as an empath, I think I could put myself in the shoes of different people, and I'd like to put myself in the shoes of Summer for that day, but that's just my idea.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, like these other cases, I find myself the excitement level, and I hate to say this, but I feel like, oh, you know what? I have an actual lead here. I have something that points me to an actual location, and I can search. And the odds of finding something are monumentally higher than all the areas we're searching for Summer. Because in the Summer case, nobody knows anything. There's no evidence. There's no facts. Well, there's some, but nothing substantial
Right.
that says, hey, if you go to this location, you have 20% chance of finding something.
Well, no, I mean, if
because
that were
it's
true, it would
3
it's been
years
3
ago,
years.
which makes it really hard. The name of Summer's, Summer's Town. It's kind of for Summer, but
No,
not just. Jen's channel is.
you're scaring me. The Reluctant Psychic. Can you just put it on there?
I just went. I'll hand
Can
wavy.
you white?
Oh yeah. I'll put it
write
on.
it.
Yeah. I'll put it on here. Hold on.
He loves to make me nervous. I
The
swear to God.
Reluctant Psychic.
Not Sidekick.
No,
Although I kind of am Ryan's sidekick. Hey, that would have been good.
Ryan's Sidekick.
The Reluctant Sidekick.
Yeah.
I think I'll rename it.
So let me tell you the other thing that frustrates me about Summer's case is any of the locations that are more likely, like have a higher odd, is a location out in the middle of a mountain range, remote mountain range that allegedly might have like meth cookers and like scary mountain people.
So not places we really
Not all
want
mountain
to or should.
Not all mountain people are scary.
Well,
I meant only the scary
Oh my
mountain
gosh.
people. Not that sounded like derogatory toward mountain people. I feel like we're mountain people. We came from the mountains.
You better shut your mouth now. Jeez. Yay, Joy. You're on the Annie Elise team.
I am excited about a couple locations for the Summer case to get to because I think we can get on the land. But the thing with those is that it's like a whole day thing.
Yeah.
It's a long hike.
Hmm.
And it would take a whole day. So like we have to plan it. We need perfect weather. Then there's searching the creek, searching the river, that abandoned place that I'll tell you, and I'm giving away something
Oh
from
my
one of
gosh,
our
Ryan.
what?
Sorry.
What?
No, you're just I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. I'm
Okay.
tired.
All right. I'm going to give a little something away. We were trying to get to an abandoned building by the river. We saw it on Google Maps and it was in near where we were looking at the Beach Creek area, the actual creek, not Beach Creek Road. We saw an abandoned thing on Google Maps. We wanted to get there. It looked like there was a road that crossed the railroad tracks and went there and we were all excited and we pulled up and you'll see this in the video coming up soon. I call it the failure video. That day was a whole, pull up. Jen's like, oh, the farmer's here. So I'm like, okay, we'll ask him for permission. First attempt ever to ask a Tennessee landowner, East Tennessee landowner, of permission. His response was, absolutely not. It's private property.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's that's pretty much what we have to expect from landowners in East Tennessee, but he
Yep,
was
that was
not.
a no. That was a no.
He seemed like such a friendly guy, and of course
He doesn't want any trouble. They don't want any trouble. Like
we were just saying, oops, sorry. We were just saying we were going fishing. Like we weren't even.
so you're even lying. You were lying, so he was okay. He was right to not let you go. See, if I had been with you, that wouldn't have happened because I can't lie.
You know, I do like that idea. We could,
Ooh.
and that would be a off the grid camping trip. It would be hiking up into the woods, literally making a rustic campsite
Mhm.
in the middle of Hawkins County, though.
Is there a place to camp there?
I don't know if I want to stay overnight in the woods around
Okay, who
there.
wants to go with us camping trip in a
In a
very
place
scary
that
area?
in a place that may or may not have meth cookers and poachers and people who don't want you there and may shoot you. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good camping
Oh
trip.
yeah. It's great. Great.
Yeah.
And he would make me do something like that. Because that's just the way he is.
With enough people, Stephen Hubbard, the teams that search water for missing vehicles and people get denied to search properties a lot. Yeah, I
think he probably
getting
had a
to see
feeling that we were some slick characters or something. Those influencers.
yes, exactly. That's what they're called up there, meth monkeys. Let's go camping with the meth monkeys,
Sounds awesome.
howler monkeys.
Oh, Jenna's gonna come. Good.
I mean, seriously, if it was a big group of people, they're not gonna.
What can I do?
Yeah, and in Tennessee, a big group of people also means a big group of armed people. So, yeah, that might be a possibility. But yeah, most of the locations. That's what the Summer Wells case. That's what the thing is, that all of the locations are.
Sorry, mother and daughter YouTube. You saw that?
Although look, yeah, that was
That
good.
was our little tiff about the
I said, and I'll this is how my brain works. She was like, "You're half in the property," and I'm like, "No, it's the 16th." Because in my head, I do this quick calculation. Like, there's 4 tires, but the car has multiple parts. So there's like
Mhm.
the back fender area, the front fender area. So I'm dividing and
Oh my
multiplying,
God.
and I
The
came up
engineer.
with 1/16 of the vehicle was over the property line. So that's why. Just so you know.
Ay. Can those of you checking out my channel, can I just say I'm sorry? Because I'm not happy with how it's going yet.
Oh, Lisa, thank you.
What?
So it actually means, if you say, "Hey, I'm going fishing," it actually means hauling weed.
Oh, well, that could have been why.
He did have
I
this
didn't know
weird, like,
that.
he looked at Shane, because this was one Shane went on with me. He looked at Shane, he looked at me, he looked at Shane, and he's like, absolutely not. It's private property. I guess maybe that was what he was thinking.
Ugh,
A couple of potheads.
I'm glad I stayed in the car. But although, if I went with you guys, he might have said yes.
Actually, if you had asked, if you had been
If
like,
I had asked,
"Could I pretty please go on
oh,
the property?"
stop it.
Blink, blink, blink.
Half on the price. Half a ticket. No, according to Ryan, he'd get 1/16
I
of the
know.
ticket.
Luckily, the sign said dusk till dawn, so we were good. That was actually a fun ride. I mean, that's a beautiful area. And there are places now that we found. And I did make the video about Layla, but it was honestly about both Layla and Summer because of the traffic tickets. But I mean, there's a likelihood of finding anybody out there.
Right. You realize it's 9:30?
Yeah, we usually stop at like an hour and a half anyway.
I know.
So, yeah, I guess we have to stop the fun. I hope
Oh.
that I'm going to I'm going to just circle back and say
Okay.
again.
Well, I just want to say goodbye first because I'll go. Or do you want
We're
me
going to
to
say
wait?
goodbye after,
Okay.
yeah. I want to circle back, and if Jennifer Santanello watches this or Trisha watches this, I was pretty adamant that this bothers me. This connection bothers me that I'm covering, that I think it's relevant. However, I'm going to say this to the camera. There is currently no evidence in the public saying that Jennifer Santanello, saying that Trisha Murphy has anything to do with Layla Santanello's disappearance. Both are family members of a missing child. They're going through the trauma of their missing loved one. They don't know they don't know where she is. They don't know what happened to her. So when we talk about the evidence, we don't accuse anyone, even though it might cause other people to draw some conclusions. We're trying to put this out there as fact and advising people not to draw conclusions because there's no hard evidence connecting this information with the disappearance of Layla.
Right. We're just
So-
laying out, the things that you found that, that seem to be.
It connects people, but it doesn't prove guilt.
Yeah, you're not saying
Doesn't
anybody's
prove
guilty.
guilt. Nothing right now in the public proves anyone's guilty. Trisha, Jennifer, even Steven. Steven's only guilty of this crime that he
Right.
got arrested for. And actually, he's not guilty of it because he's arrested and not convicted.
Okay.
So, they
Hey, Eve.
will be, if they're convicted, then they're guilty of it. But again, no one's guilty until proven innocent.
Is that Jacqueline?
What?
Is that first live I ever made? Is that Jacqueline? Right here. Did you just get in, Jacqueline? Is it Jacqueline? I'm sorry.
It's JX Clint.
Jacqueline. No. Anyway, yeah, it's almost. I hope you were here for a while because it's almost.
Yeah,
over.
well, you'll have to be on the
Jocelyn. Okay, I like that name. Thank you.
Sorry, you'll have to be on the replay crew because we're kind of headed out. But we usually do like an hour and a half, maybe 2 if we're really into it.
Mhm.
If I have something Jen's actually interested in tonight, Jen wasn't interested in any of
and
this
he's
stuff.
gonna get mad at me after this, so you guys
What?
tell him not to get mad at me. And
No,
not,
I
if he
won't.
is, I'm gonna tell you guys
Why would I get mad? Why would I get mad?
because you do that.
But no, because I would have gotten mad last time because you get tired much earlier. I could go for like 3 hours. There's so much to talk about. But after an hour and a half, I noticed you're always like, no, okay,
Come
I
on,
need
but
to go to
hour and
bed.
a half is a normal amount of time, unless you're some influencers who go for 8 hours at once. But anyway,
Anyway, we are going to call it quits because we need to do other things tonight.
thank you guys so much.
Thank you all for coming tonight to this
I
live.
really love the lives. I gotta say, I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's fun connecting. We could just make videos, but connecting with all of you just makes it much more personal. And
Mhm.
you
and
all
we
are,
like to have your ideas and
yes.
input and all that. So
Yep, you all are so supportive all the
Yeah.
time. So appreciate you. We love you all, and we will see you next time. Do the bye thing.
goodbye. See ya.
See ya.